Every goal, every win, every highlight. It's the Arsenal Women Chat Show. Woo! Where the passion and the banter grow. Match reactions, insight you'll know. Woo! It's the Arsenal Women Chat Show. The Arsenal Women Chat Show. Hey!
Hello and welcome back to the Arsenal Women's Chat Show, where obviously tonight we are going to do the Arsenal versus Charlton pre-season friendly. We'll watch along with it tonight, and of course I'm joined by Catherine tonight. Thank you very much, Catherine, for joining us. It's always good to have you on the show. How's your day been?
Oh, it's been going pretty good. You got me for about 20 minutes, 25, for a meeting that I will be listening in on, but have absolutely zero input into it. But, sometimes you gotta go to those and watch them, and who knows, I might just have YouTube pulled up anyway. So,
yeah,
because that's where you can watch the game today, folks.
I know, and you will have me for a full game today. I don't have really anywhere to be. So you will have me for a full game, thank you. Unfortunately, poor Mel, I don't think she'll want to be reminded of this, but the result didn't go her way on Sunday. So hopefully that's something that Elgin can take away and can work on when they've obviously got games coming up. And it was obviously nice to see the lovely yellow and blue shirt that she was wearing, that of course the Arsenal Women's Chat Show sponsor. We'll always remind you of that one, that we obviously sponsor Mel. Now, before we move on to anything or talk about the game, Catherine, I'm going to obviously just read out the lineup and we can chat a wee bit about that and see how we feel. There's a few changes obviously made, a few names that's made the team sheet that I think we've been wanting to see for a wee while. And unfortunately, injuries were made. And so here's obviously the lineup. The most interesting one to me is Misa back in goals. Do you think that's a statement that's being made to Bobber, or like?
Yeah, yes and no, I guess. I mean, I think it kind of is maybe showing us where Rene's thinking is right now, and maybe it is coming down to the whole whoever performed best in training is the one that's going to get the start. And I think it could be one of those things where I think we're now at the point where we have three similar yet very different types of goalkeeper playing styles. Like, if you are going to be playing against a team like Barcelona, who you're going to probably only have like 20% of possession of, maybe, and probably likely facing a lot of shots on goal, maybe you need more of a shot stopper. And then if you're going to be playing a team like Charlton Athletic, like, that you're probably going to have 80% of the possession, and you can have a sweeper keeper and having that keeper playing essentially up pitch a whole lot more. So I think we're going to starting to deal with keepers' different playing styles and how the opponent could have an influence on who plays.
Do you see us starting against Brighton on the first game of the season?
Yes, right now. I think we've had the behind closed door friendlies. I think Borba played against Manchester City, but I think she only played part of that game.
Yeah, she did, yeah. And then I think Isabella Darton came on in the second half. So she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know really what else is going on with that. Like, it could be that Borba has a slight niggle that they're just trying to keep an eye on, and this is just one of those things that, like, we as the fans aren't privy to. But we'll take a full, almost healthy goalkeeper union. And I think you guys had said it on Monday. Like, we don't have to be that concerned this season if Van Dumpselaar goes down injured and is going to be out for 6 months.
Yeah. I don't really want to be rushing Van Domselaar back if her injury is really serious, considering when we signed Van Domselaar, she came to us with a hip injury. I don't think she really fully recovered from that, which was then a problem that Arsenal had to keep facing, and they just never ever came to terms with it. And I think maybe just taking that time. I know obviously we've just swapped a number one shirt over to her, and that's also a statement made from Arsenal that they will trust her when she eventually comes back in. But at this moment in time, they've had to go and do the business that they've had to do in goalkeeping just to make sure that the standards of goalkeeping keeps up. And I know a few of the panelists that was on, obviously, on Monday's show, the ones that was at the game, were saying that they were actually really impressed with Misa's, the way Misa passes the ball about, and she's very commanding of her own box. And watching Misa through Real Madrid and through Spain, she's a very, very vocal person, and it's another leader that you can have in that that goalkeeping union, to make sure that she's also one of the voices. That I know Daphne sometimes can seem a little bit shy, so maybe having that person that's so loud could obviously uplift, like Isabella Dam, that just come in, and she's still young, she's still fresh, and even Bobba, like, she's still young, she's still learning. So I just think that goalkeeping union is going to be really strong going forward in terms of how Arsenal will line up going forward. Obviously, I'll move on to the back line, which again, Smela Holmberg has started. She looks like she's going to be playing on right back or left back, depending on where Owen's going to start. Yeah,
that's one of the ones that I don't think we'll know yet.
yeah,
Or it's going to be like a situation on Sunday where you have 3 fullbacks that can play both sides, and we'll see them flipping sides.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't think Ona will play a full 90 minutes, but she's obviously still battling an ego that she must have had when she came to Arsenal. But anyway, centre-back pairing of Leah Williamson and Steph Catley, which is a big debate on the Arsenal Women's Chat Show group chat at the moment, of who will be your centre-back pairing. Obviously, a video that went out on your TikTok today had said that that will be your centre-back pairing, and that Lotta Wubben-Moy is not long off the back of those two's heels to make sure that she can possibly make the starting lineup. Again, very interesting. Steph didn't start on Sunday, didn't start on Sunday. Lotta did, and then of course Steph Catley started tonight, and Lotta's on the bench, which again doesn't give as much hope of knowing who's going to be a centre back pairing by the time the WSL season starts. But I know there was something said, I think it was yourself, Catherine, that said that you don't get how Leah and Lotta work. That just seems like a little bit of a lack of communication, but Leah and Steph's communication, I think, is a whole lot more better when they're on the field together, innit?
I think, I mean, I don't want to say it's because like Leah and Steph have been on the pitch longer together, but that kind of is the case. Like before, I mean, we're going back, more than just last year when Leah was fit, and I think even the season before in her ACL return season. Was that 2 seasons ago? Jeez, I am so far losing my dates on all of this. But when Steph was playing out as the left back, Lotta was still not in as the center back. Leah had Amanda, she had Rafaela, she had someone else, And I think with them having been on the pitch for together that much longer, they kind of have some inherent communication between the like silent communication, like I know what you're thinking before you do it kind of thing. And I don't know if it's just because like Lata and Leah haven't played long enough together, even though they've been playing together professionally
I'd still
their
personally say
entire
that.
career.
I'd still personally say like Leah and Lotta should be on a stage now that they should be able to communicate. It's been a few years now that Lotta's been in and out of obviously that starting 11, that they should be able to communicate a little bit more better. But I do agree with you. I think Leah Williamson settles better when Steph Catley's by her side. And I do think that will be possibly our starting 11 going into the new season. I just think maybe Renee will maybe see that as a settled side as long as Leah Williamson stays fit.
Mm-hmm. I think this could actually be close to our starting 11 for the first game of the season. I think the one change is will probably be Emily Fox in for Smila Holmberg.
Yeah.
And yes, I am saying that Ona will still be starting.
Yeah. And then, of course, we would like to have a big warm welcome to Ona Badri, who starts tonight in the starting 11, who's making her first, is making a debut. She's obviously making a debut tonight. Hopefully, we can see what Ona can bring. And as I said, I don't think she will be on long. She's obviously just coming back from an injury that she's picked up. So, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see where her and Smila is going to line up. And then, of course, we go into the midfield. Now, this is where it confuses us. Who's going to be playing in the 10 and who's going to be on the wing. And now, for now, we'll just say that Stanway, Kimmy Little, and, of course, Mariona Caldente are playing in midfield until we figure out when the game starts who's where. Now, those three names that I mentioned are the three names that we have said also on our TikTok that we want to see in our starting 11. Do you agree with that, Catherine, or do you think we're going to go completely different in that midfield?
I just had a weird thought as well, kind of thinking two different things. Given how Arsenal like to list everything out, we know, I mean, and their comment saying Stina's leading the line. You know, we've always got goalkeeper, first list, striker is bottom of the list, and the two names right before the striker is always the wingers. So I'm almost thinking that it's going to be a Stanway Little Russo midfield with Lisa and Mariona on the wings.
Yeah.
Or the brainchild thought that I just had is we're going to go 4-4-2.
Yeah.
And we're going to still have Mariona out left, but she's going to be left mid, not left wing. And I would also like to point out, before anyone starts freaking out, if that is where Mariona is starting the game today, she is very familiar with that position. She played it primarily for Barcelona. I am 80% confident that that is where she still plays for Spain.
Yeah.
So it's not her first rodeo. I mean, I think when she first joined Arsenal, we played her out left a couple times. I think doing some, not really starting the games there, but she has played.
She's went out there
as the left wing for us before. This wouldn't be her first time doing that.
Yeah.
So before anyone starts freaking out about that, and I saw some chatter going on X that like, oh, why would we have Caitlin Ford coming in as a left back or a right back or a full back? Like that makes no sense. Like, why would you bring her on and have her play that position? Well, as someone
Caitlin's
else
also played
out,
in that position as well.
Yeah, she defended apparently out of her boots against Prime Marta in the 2011 Women's World Cup. So again, a position that she's not unfamiliar with. So just because we're seeing players line up in spots that we don't typically see him. Like I remember when Russo was first listed in as a midfielder and not
Yeah,
as the striker, and he's like, "Oh my god, why is she dropping back? Why would we do that? That's so stupid. What are we doing?" And then it was a great game.
yeah.
Like just
Yeah,
calm your
I think,
socks.
I think, I think, as I says to many people, pre-season isn't important. It really isn't, and it allows the whole reason for pre-season is to allow teams to, obviously utilize these type of things to try new things out. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that those players being in that position is what they're going to play for the full season. I'm really sorry, I'm having to put on our X because problems with X and StreamYards and stuff for comments. So again, like people just need to really calm down in the whole people being out of position stuff, and the manager knows best. We're not football managers for a reason. We're not in that sideline for a reason. We're fans, and yeah, we might seem like we can talk about football sometimes, but it doesn't always end up that way. And then of course up front we go with Lisa Bam, Stina Blackstenius, and at this point I'm going to say Alessia Russo because I've already mentioned Mariona, but we do think maybe Mariona's going to end up on the wing, and Stina Blackstenius up front, and then of course Alessia Russo possibly in the number 10. Now I want to see another impressive game from Lisa Bam because I thought on Sunday, we spoke about this again on Monday's show, that Lisa was one of the signings that wasn't a name that everybody was interested in, but made herself a very well-known name on Sunday, gave herself a really good look, and she looked impressive. I'm just hoping that tonight the other players round about her pick up on what she's trying to do, because they need to really catch up, or that young girl is going to get frustrated, because for a 19-year-old girl to go on that pitch and play the way she played on Sunday and look like she's been at Arsenal since she was academy is just impressive for me. So it is absolutely impressive. I'll talk a little bit about the bench. The only name that seems to be missing is Chloe Kelly. She obviously must have not been able to obviously get back in time and get fit for this game. So I'm really hoping she's okay, and that her illness isn't as bad as we think it is. But of course, we know what sickness bugs can be like sometimes. And then Frida Manham comes back on the bench. We know she was nursing a muscle injury on Sunday and obviously didn't make it. And then, of course, we have Barbara Dam, Emily Fox, Lotte Wubben-Moy, Taylor Hines, Kyra Cooney-Cross, Geraldine Reutler, Olivia Smith. Catherine, I want to touch a little bit about Olivia Smith. I know we had a few comments on before I went off at half time. Excuse me, but that people weren't impressed with her movement, or she was quite quiet. And then, of course, she comes up the very last minute with a goal to put Arsenal 1-0 ahead and then win the game. What was your thoughts on her performance on Sunday?
I didn't really see much wrong with it. I mean, it's almost like it's a good thing that she stays quiet for most of the game, because she'll just come out of nowhere and get you a goal, which is exactly what she did. It's like, so blessing and a curse, I guess. I mean, I don't know if people were expecting her to be whipping in crosses every 2 minutes, or taking a shot from outside the box, or ripping shots off every 3 minutes. Like, she was still doing her job. I mean, I think we would have said, get her off the pitch if she truly was just standing there on the left, letting the ball come to her but not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
So I didn't really see a problem with her performance that she had on Sunday.
Again, I'm not worried about someone's pre-season performance. It's a pre-season game for a reason, and the day the WSL starts is the day I get to start judging how a person's performance goes. Now, of course, I will obviously talk about the incident that happened on Sunday with Caitlin Ford and the booing. There's absolutely no need for booing a player. I think this is a brand new season. It's a clean slate. We just need to.
Chelsea conceded.
What?
Chelsea
Chelsea has
conceded.
conceded.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh dear.
Sorry. I just.
No, it's all right. Yeah, I just think everyone just needs to move on from last season and players' performances and give them this other chance this season to maybe prove something. I genuinely don't think Caitlin will be a starter in the team. I think it's been made very clear to Caitlin that she will be coming off the bench. She'll be a bench player. She'll be an impact player possibly if we need someone with a little bit of pace to take on defenders and possibly try and get something out of a game if we're struggling a little bit. So I just think stop the hate, guys. It's horrible. If it was yourselves, you wouldn't like it. So just don't do it. It's as simple as that. And of course we have Selena Serkey on the bench as well, another young one that's come in, and I thought she had quite an impressive game on Sunday. So again, I'd like to see her coming off the bench tonight and maybe showing how she can impact the game. And then we have our 2 academy players, Conway and Tia Hutchin. So hopefully, again, another game that possibly we could see those players coming on, but we know Arsenal and academy players, it just doesn't work at the moment.
Yeah, I've got a few minutes. If I'm late to the meeting, I'm late to the meeting. I'm not doing anything in it. On the academy, I believe it came through earlier today that is it like the tier 3 of women's football is going to be allowing some of the bigger clubs' academies to be playing in them.
Yeah.
I know that was a proposal at one point. I thought I saw something about, it's been confirmed, like Arsenal Academy will be able to play in some league of the women's football tier. And I almost wonder if that could help get some of these academy players to making it to the first team. Just
that's a problem though, but with these, like we seen it with the likes of Viv Lear and these other players that we put out. We put them out to these teams and they just didn't utilise them. Like Leah Harper, one of them.
I mean, look at Michelle Ajiman, but prior to her ACL, like she was starting her second season on loan with Brighton, and her first one, I can justify, like it's justifiable. She was coming in off the bench.
Yeah.
Then, so she was putting in bench performances. Serena Wiegman obviously saw something in her coming off the bench, providing that impact for Brighton.
The thing is with Michelle Ajiman though, but she had a very good season at Watford. When we spoke to Helen about Michelle and Katie Reid, when we had Helen Ward on, Helen had said that they did their very best to try and obviously get these young academy players the minutes that they needed to obviously come back to Arsenal and feel like they had progressed more. And she did say that the 2 that they got from Arsenal that season that impressed more were Katie Reid and Michelle Ajiman. Now, that's something you want to hear from when you're sending these academy players out on loan. You want to hear that those two players went to Watford. She said that they soaked everything up like a sponge, and they came back and It's true. Katie Reid came back and she was in the first team, possibly at the point where we were thinking, oh, hold on a minute here, like Leah Williamson, Lotta Wibben-Moyes, Steph Catley, all need to be careful if Katie Reid keeps putting up the performances that she does. And then she obviously went and got injured. Good evening, Alex. I hope you're well.
So I do have to jump from my meeting here in just a second, but because the women's friendlies don't, even though it has been asked by like the stat makers of FootMob and SofaScore and LiveScore of, can you get any of this stuff updated for women's preseasons and everything? And they haven't. They have given us, at least one of the websites has now given us a wonderful ref stat instead of women's stats. So absolutely fantastic there. I have gone through and I created, you can't really see it. Dang it. You can't really see the words. I've created, I have our starting 11. Yeah. I have a starting 11. Misa saves. What are we going to put her player rating as? Then the defense, blocks, tackles, player rating, if they committed any fouls, and then the all-important midfield / attack is shots, shots on target, shots outside the box, crosses put in, player ratings. Because I think that's one of the things that I wanted to see post-game after Sunday was, how many shots did we actually get off? Because I thought we got off like 20 to 25. And I think maybe 3 of them were on target. Like, I don't remember the Paris keeper having to go through and make a whole bunch of saves.
This also seems like a new thing that Arsenal are doing as well, including the bench in a team huddle.
I like that. Like, yeah. So before I log off, just because they are losing and they are our biggest rivals. So Real Sociedad took a free kick in the 5th minute. In the 7th minute, a corner was conceded by Chelsea, and the corner was taken, and it was a goal conceded from the corner that Real Sociedad scored against Chelsea. And Chelsea have probably their strongest 11 out there. Because no, they don't, because Aaron Cuthbert's out injured, Myra Ramirez is out injured, and so is someone else, and they won't be available.
Some good players go.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they were just making excuses, but
yeah.
All right, I have to hop off. I will see you when I am done with my meeting here, which hopefully it's done in like 15 minutes and not an hour.
No worries.
It's scheduled to. So I'll see you back shortly.
I'll see you in a bit.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you very much. See you later. Obviously, before the players are on the pitch, obviously just waiting for kickoff. It looks like Charlton are just taking a little bit of their time, but I have a few congratulations I want to obviously talk about, and of course, one of them is our Young Player of the Year PFA Awards last night. Olivia Smith picked it up for the 2nd time running this season. So a massive congratulations to Olivia Smith, of course, who picked that up last night. And then, of course, we have Alessia Russo, Mariona Caldente, and, of course, the one and only Emily Fox, who made the PFA team of the season for last year. So a massive congratulations to all 4 of them. I think that is very well deserved. Very interesting to obviously see the 4 of them receive those kind of awards from the PFA. The one I do want to obviously talk about is Emily Fox. Now, Emily Fox goes unnoticed season in and season out, and I just think she deserves it. Emily deserves everything coming her way. She stands out game in, game out, doesn't put a foot wrong, and fights with passion in this Arsenal team. So a massive congratulations to them, and yeah, proud of them for that one. And of course, the game has kicked off. Arsenal look like they're wanting to get on the break really early. Again, started off with more players in the opposition's half than we do in our own half. So we do. Oh, volume has turned down a bit. Yeah, it looks like Mariona has started on the wing. So it does. So looks like Alessia Russo is in the 10, Mariona on the wing, on the left-hand wing. Ona has started on the left-hand side and Smealer on the right-hand side, which is reversed from, of course, what she played the other day. Yeah. Georgia Stanley carries it into the opposition's half. Kimmy Little picks it up just past the halfway line. And of course finds Smealer Holmberg on the wing, who then takes on the Charlton player who gets it out for a throw-in. It'll be very interesting to see how obviously Charlton line up tonight, because obviously, as we know, Charlton are newly promoted into the WSL. I don't think they've done much. Arsenal have got it into the box here. Oh, Charlton have just cleared it. Just managed to clear it, and now they're hoping to start an attack here. But Arsenal have got players back, plenty of players back that they can win the battle. And Georgia Stanley's picked it up in the middle of the park, booted it out to Lisa Barn on the right-hand side, who then cuts in. But she's miskicked it. But Arsenal still in possession, which is good. Good link up between Georgia Stanley here and Smealer. Oh, she gets it into the middle of the box, but it's blocked by Charlton. Some nice play. Arsenal have got some nice play going here. Arsenal looking to start off the attack again. Georgia Stanley. And it's cleared. Charlton have cleared it. Oh, Leah. Oh, and Arsenal get a free kick. I think she kicked the. Oh, no, it was for an offside. And Arsenal look to start off the attack here again from deep inside our half. It looks like Georgia Stanley's playing in the defensive midfield role. And of course, Kimmy Little just in front of her. It's interesting again that we wanted to see where Georgia was going to be playing this season, whether it would be defensive or attacking. So I think again Georgia could possibly play the two. Georgia's very aggressive in her defensive work, so it will be very interesting to see how she lines up this season. Lovely ball out to Mariona on the left-hand wing, who's going to take a player on. Blocked by the Charlton player, but Mariona still has it. Tried to link up there, but just didn't go the way she wanted it to go. All the way back to Leah Williamson, just at the edge of her half. And she's booted it over to Ona, who's let it go out for a throw-in to Charlton. Oh, I turned away there. I think Charlton had a shot there, but it's went out for a goal kick. Smila has took it deep into the Charlton end. She picks up Stanley just outside of midfield. Back out to Smila Holmberg, who's looking to obviously take a player on. She hasn't managed to beat her, but she still has the ball and she's still fighting for that possession. She's managed to get away from the Charlton player to find Kimmy Little coming to help her. She needs a little bit of help there, but she's finding the spaces. And it's went all the way back to Steph Catley, just at the edge of Charlton's box, at the edge of Charlton's half. So the good thing is Arsenal are finding the spaces. I spoke about it on our Monday night show that Arsenal just need to find the target a little bit better. And then hopefully the shooting starts to come in the season. So through into Arsenal, Ona's found Mariona, who tried to take it past our player there, but it's bounced off the Charlton player and of course back to Ona, who finds Georgia Stanley, who then finds Smila. Good link-up play between Smila and Lisa. I'm liking this partnership. I'm really enjoying it. I think those two can be a force to be reckoned with. So it'll be interesting. It's such a headache for Renee this season that she's got such good talent, especially young talent, to pick from to bring on off a bench, and I wouldn't like to be Renee selecting this team going into the start of the season and having a few players unhappy that they're not getting minutes. And yeah, I do think some of your old players have got a big challenge ahead of them to try and beat the likes of Serki and Lisa Baum and Smila, especially. It'll be really interesting to see how Smila progresses, because she's already been here half a season with Arsenal, and yeah, I think she's only going to take it up a gear again. Arsenal were trying to get off on the attack there, but it didn't quite work out for them, and it's had to go all the way back to Misa. And Arsenal have a corner, set piece, and it's been taken short by Mariona, who links up, gets the ball in. Oh, and it just passed the post. Arsenal are screaming for another corner, but it's been given as a goal kick to Charlton. That corner was taken that quick, so it was, and Mariona's obviously tried to have a shot from away out at about 15 yards outside the box. Yeah. There's good link-ups, there's things happening, which is good. We want to see that happening. I don't think it'll be long before Arsenal get their goal, and yeah, and it'll make a lot more Arsenal fans happy that we're scoring goals and not just playing about with the ball. 2 seconds, I am going to turn the light on. It's starting to get a bit dark. Again, Arsenal are on the attack. It's had to go all the way back to Steph Catley to try and find some space. Alessia Russo has obviously come back to retrieve the ball off Steph Catley. Now, Ona Badgie is doing the exact same thing that we were seeing Emily Fox do on Sunday, and that was cutting in to try and create a little bit more space rather than obviously overlapping on the left hand side with Mariona. Ball in from Smila, and it finds Lisa Barn, who just she just kicks it straight to the goalkeeper. That should have been the opener there. Unlucky Lisa. That was a good link up there. Definitely. That should have been 1-0. Yeah. Then Mariona's cut into midfield. Jesus Christ, lovely ball in from Smila. Oh, too far out. I think she was looking for Alessia Russo at the back post there, but Alessia, I think, was far too away for that back post. Of course, the Charlton goalkeeper commits to collect it. Very easy for the Charlton goalkeeper. And all the way back to obviously Arsenal's defence. Leah Williamson has currently picked it up in her half. She's looking for Smila, who then carries it into the Charlton half, who finds Lisa Baum on the right hand side. Oh, it's 1-1 with Chelsea and Real Sociedad. Yeah. It could be an interesting game, but we won't talk about that. That's not important to us. We're here for the Arsenal, and that's the important one to us. Another throw in to Arsenal. Honor obviously finds Steph Catley. Little bit of fumbling still going on. We're still trying to find our feet in terms of keeping the ball. Mariona just gave a cheap shot away. But Arsenal in numbers have obviously managed to win it back a couple of yards outside Charlton's box, but Alessia Russo just couldn't find Stina. And again, it's been picked up by Arsenal. But Mariona, again, gives it away. Lovely Ona. Georgia Stanley's picked it up in the middle of the pitch, finds Kimmy Little, who gets it out to Lisa Baum, who takes two players on, but she just bounced it off the Charlton player, and Kimmy Little, of course, is there a clean up. So it's back in possession of Arsenal again with Leah Williams, who's so deep into the Charlton box and finds Kimmy Little, who drives forward, can't find the space. So, of course, Steph Catley's there to try and create. Get the ball in, Leah. Lovely ball in by Leah, but no one's there. No one. Mariona should have been coming into the middle of the goal of the Charlton box there, but I think she's too late to pick up what Leah was trying to do there. Charlton goal kick. Very short pass. And it's all the way back to Misa. Arsenal continue the play here. They're just looking for the space. That's all they're looking for, to try and obviously get a shot away. I want to see a whole lot more long balls from Leah Williamson. We know what she can do if she can get that ball into the box. Can be very dangerous. Okay, thank you. I have some left there, so thank you very much. Oh, Mariona finds Georgia Stanley, who's trying to find the space to get into the Charlton box, but they did lose it for a little bit there. Smila's picked it back up. I think in these games we are starting to see a lot more of the new players gelling really well with certain older players from Arsenal, which is good. Seems settled. Leah Williamson finds Georgia Stanley just about 14 yards outside the Charlton box, who then finds Mila, who fires it into the box, and it's cleared by Charlton, but it's still in their box area, and they have managed to clear it. I can sense a goal coming soon. It's coming. Oh, Georgia's just lost that ball there. It was, that wasn't a good pass there from Leah to try and get Georgia, and of course Charlton had cleared it. Welcome back.
Hello.
How was your meeting?
About as boring as I expected it to be.
Very short.
Yeah, I have notes written.
Oh, Stina, she just couldn't get through there in that space. That was a
I've got a
tight squeeze there.
I don't know if you've noticed or anything. I think the only shot I don't like the Charlton for their first shot, because no one was making a run. I think maybe just trying to lob the keeper because Misa was not standing directly in front of it. But there was that Mario shot from a corner. Again, Arsenal doing short corners.
Short corners.
And what do we love? As fans, we love short corners.
We don't love short corners. No chance do we love short corners.
And then Lisa Baum with the first shot on target of the game, I believe.
Yep. Still again,
I'm
very impressive.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't called as a foul on Leo, or from Leo.
Oh. She literally just shoulder tackles her.
Yeah. Did it get called back?
I think she was thinking she was playing rugby there. So they're going to have a word with Leah here, or is what?
I mean, she does like firmly try and put her foot down, like half a second before the player passes the ball.
Yeah,
and both of that like
it back. Well,
immovable object meets moving object.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no,
Leo.
she's giving a throw.
Interesting.
Why were Charlton lining up there like they were going to take a free kick?
I think that's what they thought it was going to be. Unfortunately, Chelsea had equalized. We have two set piece goals going in that UEFA qualifier game.
A goal kick to Arsenal.
What time are you on?
I'm on 2025. The dreaded low block.
30.
Yes,
20,
Alex, the
40.
dreaded low block, and I just wish Arsenal would figure a way out to try and.
Bad pass there, lose the ball.
To try and figure that out.
This Charlton kit, and I think it's the Liverpool away kit this year. They look identical.
Colours from last year.
Yeah, they're our third kit from last year, but
Yeah.
Charlton and Liverpool could not play against each other with one home kit, one away kit, or two away kits, I should say.
Yeah,
Oh,
Alex, I'm the
Leuven
same.
are now
I'm
up
roughly running
3-1.
at the same time as you. So
Leuven are up 3-1 in their qualifier. HB Koge, the Danish team, are up 1-0
oh, I
against
didn't notice
PSV
that Ashley
Eindhoven.
Neville plays for Charlton now. Wasn't she at Leicester?
She goes Spurs to Leicester to Charlton, I guess.
Yeah. Hmm. I knew they signed Van Egmond, but I didn't realise they signed Ashley Neville as well. Right, Arsenal, I think
Yeah.
we need to
Yeah.
push up here. As Alex said, that dreaded low block that Arsenal just seem to struggle to play against, which might be a little bit of a worry going into the Brighton game if Brighton
I mean, I
start off
think that Brighton game is going to be 100 times more physical.
Yeah.
Considering the highlights that I saw from the Brighton Barca game, I am surprised that no one got seriously hurt.
Was it quite physical?
Yeah. See, some of the comments. I mean, mind you, it was probably the Barcelona fans
Mariona's just
saying.
lost that again. Jesus Christ.
I think it was a lot of the Barcelona fans.
I
You
think the
know,
only thing that lets Mariona down is our first touch on the ball. Our first touch is very poor.
no, there were some dirty tackles and tactics. It seemed, at least from the highlights that I saw. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, cut back pass. What are we doing? 1-0 Charlton.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Your defence was so carved open there, it was unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Arsenal. Who was that? Steph Catley? Just letting the ball
Yeah.
right past her. No clue what was happening. Fell asleep. Let's go, Arsenal. Let's wake up. And here we were talking about Leah and Lotta with Moyes communication, and it seems like their communication from Sunday seems a whole lot better than Steph and Leah's at the moment.
Here we go. Smila out wide. Passes into Kim. Out to Georgia. Dances around her player. Mario loses the ball from the first touch. But she gets it back after being double teamed. Goes out wide to Lisa.
And the goal scorer for Charlton was Lucy Fitzgerald.
No.
Right, Arsenal, let's create something. Somebody go out and help Lisa out in the wing. She's clearly looking for the space.
Oh, go on. Georgia gets taken. Falls down in the box. Gets taken down in the box. Still no shot getting taken, and we're dancing around the edge.
Yeah.
Russo goes out wide to Smila, crosses it in. Header! Oh!
Straight to the goalkeeper.
Keeper slides over. Mariona with the shot there.
Yeah. Guess that one. Mariona header in the middle of Charlton's box, but no power behind that whatsoever. I really hope this isn't going to be the story of the season going in, that we
Arsenal
concede
can't get
goals
past
like
the
that,
low block.
so bad like that.
Go on, Stina. Stina lays it off for Ona. Tries to cut it back and goes out for a corner.
Yeah. I swear to God. Same old story with Arsenal.
Short corner.
Why are we taking short corners?
Go on, Georgia. Is that Georgia? Georgia?
Hello, Ray.
Was that the second corner or the third
Yeah,
corner?
Alex, that was horrible. That was horrible defending at the back there. That's the second short corner that was taken. Now, clearly those short corners aren't working, so what are we going to do to change it? I am not going into another season watching Arsenal take shit short corners.
Mm-hmm.
I know, obviously,
There we go. There we go. Oh, Russo ball got stuck.
I know. Obviously, we're set piece. A set piece guy goal, but Jesus Christ, like. Charlton throw in deep in their half.
Oh, it's in a similar spot in which they started the build up for their goal.
Yeah. I'm very concerned that Leah Williamson is coming over to cover Steph Catley's position because she's coming over to cover Ona.
Why isn't Ona there? Oh, Ona's further up.
Which leaves that space.
Ona does end up getting to it, and then you've got Kim Little right there who gets the ball in front of Steph, and Kim boots it up the pitch. Charlton maintain possession, but we're fighting. Smila gets the ball back for us. Was that Georgia that was trying to play it up to Lisa? Bad pass though. We lose the
Still
ball.
very sloppy.
Yeah, we go up for the throw in now. Or it goes out for a throw in for Arsenal. Leah throws it into Misa, who's now playing across the pitch to the other side, building in from the left.
Arsenal start the build up to the attack.
Georgia plays it wide for Smila.
Yeah. And then plays it back into Georgia.
And she goes back to Leah, to Georgia. Georgia crosses it in. No one is fight for it. Stina. I don't even know what that was. She tried to toe.
The Charlton player had that stuck under her foot there. She just couldn't. She managed to get it away. And their goalkeeper obviously kicks it out.
She was on the ground, and Stina was trying not to step on her.
I think she was just.
Oh, go on, Kim. Way to sit her on her ass. Go on, Lisa. Come on, shoot. Cut back. Oh, someone. Oh, Georgia. I don't know if that was wide or blocked. I think it was a wide shot from Georgia.
I don't. Jesus Christ! I think she slipped.
Yeah. But the way that Kim just possessed that player and sat her on her ass. Lisa gets a shot off. It's her second shot on target of the game, forcing the keeper to make the save. Pushes it right back out to Georgia, who
Georgia's slipped.
Oh, loses. I don't. It's almost like she wasn't expecting the ball to be there.
Half time with Chelsea and Real Sociedad.
1-1 there, yeah.
To I'm going to the loo.
Hello.
Hello.
I was doing something on my phone and I completely missed the goal.
Go on. And we went all the way back to Mesa in our box.
To be honest, anyway, another season, same old Arsenal.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
Said another season, same old Arsenal.
Yeah. Was it? I think Dorian had said it. Jack had said it, that against these low blocks, the quality on the bench could be what actually helps get us over the line. Because I mean, if we put out as strong of a lineup as we have, and they just chip away and chip away and chip away at the back line and at that low block, then we bring on fresh legs that could just very well break them through. Oh, we lose the ball. Georgia, what are you doing back in Steph's spot?
Jesus Christ, Misty. What can I do? I want to come and say hello. There you go.
Hi, Misty. Go on, Lisa. Lisa.
You try to get my chocolate.
Put it back to Smith. Oh, no, throwing.
Look, say hello. Say hello, bitches. No, you're not getting that. Get out of my face.
Oh, yeah, it became a corner.
Yeah. Who's coming over to take it, Steph Catley?
I don't know, but Kim's there to take it. Yeah, I think it is Steph.
Steph Catley.
With Kim there to be the short option, but the way that Steph was backing up, she has no interest in going short. Goes long.
Short.
Here it is. Keeper takes it.
Well done. Yeah, no one's on that goalkeeper there. We should have had someone on that goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
All right. Yes! All right. Lisa plays it off to Lisa.
Come on!
It's dispossessed, but it goes right to Smila. Smila pays it to Lisa. Lisa does a cutback cross thing. Georgia! Georgia!
Goal!
Georgia! Wait until
Lovely.
you see how this came in.
Lovely. Georgia Stanway has officially got a very first Arsenal goal. Good.
Where did you get the score notification from? Or are you ahead?
FootMob, not FootMob, Sofa Score.
Ah.
I have them all. I just have them all.
All right, let's see. Goal apiece.
You watching the
I believe that
football?
was our 5th shot there. 1, 2.
Maybe Sofa Score will maybe give you like some like analysis.
They do, but it's not great. Like, all right, so the stats that they have is corner kicks, which they have Arsenal having 1 corner kick and they have the possession being 50-50. I don't think either of those are right. Well, I know that the corners aren't right because I know that we've taken at least 3 corners.
Yeah.
So I have 5 shots, 3 on target, 1 goal for Arsenal. 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 goal for Charlton. 3 corners to Arsenal. 3 corners, all from Arsenal. I've got Mariona with a shot on target and a shot from outside the box. Well, who was that? That was Ona. Ona gets a shot and it's headed high.
Over the bar. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I've got Lisa Baum with 2 shots on target, and then I've got Georgia Stanway with a shot and a shot on target. So two shots, 1 on target. No, go away.
Lisa is pretty impressive. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Ona right on the head, right over the bar?
Yeah, headed shot high and over the...
Arsenal looking to get their second before half time. Alyssa Russo just couldn't control that there. It just bounced up, and obviously Charlton have won it back. And they've just won a free kick because obviously got the Charlton player back. Angles don't come much tighter than that. You're right, Alex. She took that really well there. I don't think he was expecting that to hit the net. Do you know what? It's a goal, and we'll take it. And it's the first of many Arsenal goals. So, yeah. I just think there's a few things that need to change. Oh, that was lovely from Kenny Esther there. Oh,
I see Spila to Mario.
get another one before half time, and I'll be happy with that. It's silly to concede the goal,
back
but
to Mario.
this is what
Little
pre-season's
1-2.
for. Why is
There we go.
Leah so deep in that? That's
Mario had a good idea there. Oh, I think. Oh, corner. All right.
We'll get a corner from that.
Yeah.
He's headed that out.
Are we calling it a corner?
He's headed that the other
Yeah,
way.
we're calling it a corner. Looks like Kim's going over there to take it. See, this is. Oh, no, there goes Steph. 39th minute. Corner. Conceded by.
I quite like Steph on corners.
If she whips the ball into. There we go. There we go.
If it's not a short corner, then...
Oh! Someone needed to get in front of the keeper there. Otherwise, that could have been a
again. Did we start like
cross that
this rubbish of not getting in front of a goalkeeper? Like, why are we not man marking the goalkeeper? She's small. She's steady. So you're definitely going to be one of the ones that can get up there first. Throw into Charlton. Yeah, I'd quite like another goal before half time just to just to prove, like, again, I wouldn't say it's been pretty bad, but to concede a goal like that was silly. It was so silly.
Mm-hmm.
I can maybe see Leah coming off in the second half and her testing Steph and Lotta with Moy.
Because if someone is going to get beat out, it would be Leah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it, Leah's played most of the full games behind the closed doors once and stuff like that. It was a lovely whip-in by Ona, but no one was in the centre there to pick that up, so the Charlton goalkeeper has collected it. Don't get me wrong, like Stina is doing a lot better to close a player down. in the box, in the other half's box better, is whether Stina would have just backed off previously. Oh, come on, ref. Drags her down. Free kick to Arsenal in our half. Just at the edge of our D.
Oof. Seriously? We calling that a corner, or are we calling that? Oh, yep, another corner.
Yeah, that's a corner.
This is the 5th corner of the half. PSV are about to be beat at home.
PSV.
PSV, yeah.
Oh,
PSV Eindhoven. Make it
Ah.
easier that way. Leuven are up 4-1. They're away in Poland right now. Here comes the cross. Head. No. Ref
taking shot
blows.
again. No, ball whipped in.
Are we retaking, or are we just saying goal kick?
Wait,
She's
yeah,
she's talking to a Charlton player.
I think he's gave a penalty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gave a penalty. Oh, Charlton's number 7 used to play for Celtic. He's gave a penalty. And it looks like Georgia Stanley is going to step up as our new penalty taker.
We first have to have the trainers see to a Charlton player who was down injured. All right, let's see. Here we go. Here's the replay of it.
Petito.
Oh, number 3 pushes over and from behind pushes over Georgia Stanway.
The number 7, it was Petito. The one that used to play for
I
Celtic.
can't. They aren't. Until it goes to a closer up, I have blurry pictures, and I could loosely tell that it was Georgia.
Yeah, it was Petito that.
Number 7, you said?
Yeah. She, as I said, I will mention again, she used to play for Celtic. I think she's on loan, or not unless Charlton have got her from London City Lionesses. Could be very interesting to see.
I can't spell today. All right. Mariona's slipping up.
Oh, is Mariona taking it? Oh, they threw
Yeah.
them off there. Oh. Is this one being missed?
Ref is talking to the keeper. 45th minute.
Yeah, I think this one's been missed, possibly because nothing's been.
Mario up to take. Ref is talking to everyone, making sure they're all being nice to each other. And all right, here we go.
Yes!
Hold on, no. Ref blows her whistle. Mariona comes up, cool, calm, collected. She does her little stop and drags her foot, converts the pen.
Woo! 2-1 to the Arsenal, 2-1. I did say get a goal before half time and I'll be happy.
Yep, 1.
Get a goal before half time and I'm happy.
Yeah.
So 2-1 to the Arsenal just before half time. Mariona with a penalty. Of course, the Charlton player brings Georgia Stanley down in the box. Mariona fires at home. I'm still so annoyed at that, at conceding that goal through silly defensive work by two players that should have known better. Smealer's done really, really well there. She's obviously won Arsenal the goal kick. Misa has. What I like about Misa is she's so quick to try and get the ball back to get the game started. She's not about this.
She's not trying to delay the game in
Not about
any
this
way,
whole.
shape, or form.
Oh Jesus Christ! What's going on with the camera there? All of a sudden, it's became daylight.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like when I was totally not when I
Stop
was
messing
totally
about
paying
with the
attention
cat.
to my meeting.
Oh, Ona's done lovely there to take it past it. Ashley Neville in the box. Oh, Ona, I thought
It
she was
goes
down
out for a
injured
goal
there.
kick though. When I was totally paying attention in my meeting, it almost felt like it was they weren't using a professional camera, they were using a
A camera
phone.
recorder, a handheld camera recorder.
Yeah, because it was so shaky. I'm like, I mean, it still kind of is, but like, I was thinking of like, not the newest model of the Galaxy or the Google Pixel or the newest iPhone, but
Yeah.
like one that's like 4 or 5 years old, because there wasn't clear imagery and everything.
Maybe I should go and stand there with my camera and see how.
Nah, because we don't need you getting talked to and getting kicked out. We would rather like you to stay there.
and stream it from that side. Oh,
You want to know what all I'm gonna say is Meta glasses.
what about them? What about them?
Well, I wonder if they can do live streams.
Another corner from. Yeah, they're quite dangerous actually, aren't they? Meta glasses.
Yeah. Like, it's very, because apparently, like, there would be like a white or a white light that says, "Hey, yeah, I'm recording."
Yeah.
But I think you can actually also turn that off, so you could also be secretly recording people. Corner comes in,
Have they?
gets cleared out, only goes as far as Ona though, who shoots it back out wide to Steph, lays it off to Ona, cuts it back, chips it. Keeper gets to it though.
Ona seems really settled
Halftime
into it.
whistle. Yeah, halftime.
Yeah.
All right. Out of 10, we're just gonna either half it or whole number. What would you give Misa's first half performance?
Misa.
Misa, yeah. I'm just gonna roll through the
I
starting
think
11.
she's not, apart from obviously having to really pick that ball out the back of the net, she's not really had to do much. Like I do really like her. I like her possession on the ball. And as I says, I think she just wants to get the game restarted as quick as possible. Is whether I think previously we've seen goalkeepers just kind of be like, yeah, like okay, we'll just kind of take our time here and restart again. So it's nice to actually see a goalkeeper wanting to get it restarted as quick as possible. But Alex has said a 7. He gives it a 7.
7.
So yeah, I would maybe give it a bit of, yeah, I'd probably be the same, a bit of 7 or an 8. Georgia Stanley looks like she stayed out in the picture. It looks like she's
Could be
talking
coming
to
off.
I don't know.
I'll do a
doesn't look like
7.5.
she's-
If you say a 7.8, Alex is at a 7. I'll just do 7.5 because I was kind of thinking, like, again, aside from the fact of, I mean, she I will say, from other keepers that were not Daphne, that were playing against some of these lower ranked teams, Misa attempted to save the ball. Like, you could
Yeah.
actually see her moving, and she was like, she read the ball in the right direction and everything.
Yeah.
So
I think it was
better
just
on-
too
better
late
on
for her
that.
to get down. So it
yeah.
was. Yeah.
Smilo,
I think, yeah, I would give I'd give Smila a 6.5. She is. The thing is, like, you can actually see the improvements on Smila. You can see her defensive work. She stepped up massively. She's learned how to obviously track back.
So they were just replaying the goal there. Smilo was
Yeah.
the one that had it was a cutback pass that the player in which Smilo was marking was the
Yeah.
goal scorer.
Yeah. Of course, she's still young. She still has a lot. Hi, Hadge. I hope you're well. She's still very young. She has a lot to learn from, and she has very good players to learn from.
Mhm.
I maybe think in the second half of pulling her off and bringing Emily Fox on. I just think obviously she's linking up really, really well with Lisa. It seems like the partnership there is only going to grow from here on in between those two, and that's really nice to see that there's a very young partnership that we could be excited for in the future. That if Emily Fox doesn't stay, and yeah, Alex has said in it for Smila some decent balls, but not attacked. So by that, I think he's meaning she's getting balls in, but there's no one there to attack it.
Yeah, I mean, still some stuff to learn. I think some might say that she should have marked that player better, but it's also blindside. She probably thought Misa was coming out to come and get the ball.
But again, can you
Yeah.
really blame Smila Holmberg when your two experienced centre backs should have done better in communication?
Because
Like that ball, should never have even reached that player in the first place. Steph Catley falls asleep.
Halftime player rating for Ona. I think she's done extremely well with driving forward and trying to cut in from the left. And I mean, I think this is one of those things right now, like it doesn't seem like we actually have a left winger out there, and Ona is being both left back and left wing in this first half.
Yeah.
So I mean, probably 7.5, 8.
Yeah, I'd give her a bit of an 8. Definitely. I don't think she's really done wrong. She's found space. She's obviously made very good runs towards the byline to get the ball in. She's still carrying an injury, and if that's her coming off the back of an injury, what kind of player is she going to be when she's fully fit and has some match minutes behind her? Because I don't think she's played any of the behind the closed door matches yet. I think this is our very first match for Arsenal. So I think and Alex says an 8.9. So if we are seeing her an 8.9 in a pre-season game, just coming back off the back of an injury, then that's going to be a very exciting player going into the season for us.
Steph, then Leah. Thoughts on either of those two?
At this moment in time, 5.5 for the both of them, because that situation needs to get better. I at this moment in time thinking, and I don't want to shit on her, but like I'm thinking, is the communication problem coming from Leah? Is that something Leah maybe needs to work on? Because it's something we've spoke about, that she doesn't really link up well with Lotta due to communication. And then tonight she comes out and her and Steph seem like they've lost all communication between them. So I'm not saying it's all Leah's fault, but it's a reoccurring problem. And you would think, well, Leah has captaincy role in England and within Arsenal, that our communication would be a little bit better.
Yeah, it's always hard. Sometimes us fans have to be the harshest critics, or are the harshest critics. The Arsenal fans are the harshest critics, rather than like outside fans.
I think we're so harsh because
we know their potential.
Season out, we've seen the exact same problems, and then it's cost us. It always cost us at the start of the season, and then by the time it comes to actually the end of the season, and we're sitting thinking, if we just Chelsea are 2-1 up.
Yeah.
If we'd have just done a little bit better at the start of the season, we possibly by now would have won the league 3 seasons in a row and a Champions League, and we always start the season off really awful, and season in and season out, you're just like, just fix those little things, and we would go into the season a whole lot better.
First midfielder I have up is Kimmy Little.
I
mean, purely for her putting
quiet.
At 36, putting a player on her ass, dispossessing her, and literally the player falls to the ground. I would give her an 8 for that, but everything else is.
She's been very quiet. Yeah.
I mean, she's there for short corners as an option, but I mean, she's gotten to the top of the box, the top of the 18 a couple times, and it's like within 2 or 3 steps, and like, just shoot the ball, just try and shoot it, because we know that you can shoot from outside the box, and she drives forward to being right at the top, and then players collapse around her, and she has to turn around and pass the ball backwards.
So at this rate, I would give Kimmy a 6.9.
I'll do 7 because I'm just doing whole numbers.
I think where we have been so used to, obviously, Kimmy steal the limelight a lot. It seems like Georgia Stanley has come in and done that. She's taken a lot of that limelight away from Kimmy, but I suppose that's what we brought Georgia in for, to possibly be that replacement for Kim. And it seems like, that progress is already starting to come in, and maybe we won't see Kim start every game, but she's there and she's our captain, and of course she's obviously signed that year contract, and maybe next season it won't be a case of we need to rely on Kimmy, because Georgia Stanley has stepped up big time. So Hadge has said, I love Smila, but there's a major flaw in her game that she needs to fix to become top level. She doesn't seem to be able to pass on the outside of a winger, which again I will touch on. She's still very young. She's got a lot of time to improve, and she's under she's under a lot of good players to learn from. So there's obviously still a lot there for her to learn. I wish she scored that header on her debut. Who are we talking about there? Who had the debut?
Ona. She had the header.
Yeah. Right over the bar.
She has the only header of the game from a player that's making her competitive debut. Well, no, it's not competitive. Never mind. It's a friendly. Georgia with the goal, with the winning of the penalty, with the driving into the box, with some of these crosses being that option to lay off to.
Yeah.
I think she's taking the keeper's right corners.
As of right now, Georgia's my player of the match. I had
going 9.5.
Yeah.
First half performance.
Yeah.
I'll do 9.5 in case.
There's a few things that she still obviously still has to fix, but.
2-2.
You're kidding? What? Oh yes, it's 2-2.
Sorry, guys. Real Sociedad just equalized, but oh my god, that the first I sent you a video of the first goal of Real Sociedad.
I seen that actually. I was obviously on this, so I didn't want to play it through the stream. But if you want, I can pull it up and we can.
Let's all right. We've got 4 more players left. Alessia Russo. I think she's been quieter than Kim Little.
Yeah.
6 base rate of foot mob rating 6. She started. She played. I mean, she's done some stuff off the ball. I think she has been providing a little bit more on the attacking side than like what Leah and Steph have been providing on the defensive side.
By the looks of it, the team coming out, Lisa and Stina don't look. Alessia Russo has come back out.
6.
It doesn't look like she's going to make any changes as of right now, but yeah, I'd agree on the 6 for Alessia Russo. LG has says Ona should play in a more natural position. She's not comfortable on her left. Just because she can play there doesn't mean she's a specialist there. And he has also
Didn't she play on the left for United like 90% of the time?
Yeah.
And then she went to Barcelona, and then Barca
played on the right.
played her on the right, and she was only there for 2 seasons. I mean,
Yeah.
Spain. I think Spain flip her up as well. It depends on like what kind of formation they're going to be playing in.
He's also said that I agree. Smila's game is kind of predictable. Just go to the byline, I think he's meaning, and cross. I think you're forgetting that she's a left back. A right back, and not a winger. We should be.
So the fact that she's going, the fact that Smila is getting that far up the pitch just tells you how dangerous she actually can be, because she is also able to get back and defend. We still have Lisa, Mario, and Stina. Stina for me is pretty much the same as Russo. I mean, I did say her name a couple more times.
Lotta Wibbemoy, Emily Fox, Kyra Cooney-Cross, Geraldine Rittler.
A whole slew of them.
Leah Williamson is off, and Caitlin Ford has come on. And Bobba has come on.
A whole slew of changes, guys.
Apart from Alessia Russo and Smila Holmberg.
Stina.
And Stina. So only 3 we haven't made a change here. And Lisa Bam. She's still in.
8.5 for Lisa, 9 for Lisa.
So I'm interested to know, God, Jesus Christ, Arsenal, you want to stream the game and not fuck about your cameras?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Georgia maybe picked up a little knock. I know, Jesus Christ! I'm wondering if Georgia maybe picked up a little bit of a knock, because she didn't go straight.
Oh my God.
At half time, and she was talking to the physio.
All right, here we go.
Seems like
Stina.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Lisa has a bad dispossession. A bad spot of possession.
I'm actually
goes out for throwing.
I think we should all put a complaint into Arsenal. Fucking hell. They've got a bunch of amateurs doing their cameras.
All right, so we've got Misa, Leah, Steph.
I did say that Leah would come off.
Georgia, Kim, and Mario. All right. Borba, Blato Moy for Leah, Taylor Hines for Steph, Emily Fox for Ona, Kyra Cooney-Cross for Georgia, Reutler for Kim, and then Caitlin Ford for Mario. So, hey guys, guess what? Caitlin Ford is going to be playing as a left wing. Kyra takes a shot from outside the box.
That was quite impressive.
Who did she come on for? We're gonna just tally this up as the Georgia goals.
So obviously Misa, Williamson, Catley, Battle, Badgley, Stanley, Little, and Mariona went off. Borba, Lotwood, Moy, Hines, Fox, Cooney-Cross, Whittler, and Ford all come on. Which again I want to see, because if you switch out these kind of starting 11s for different competitions in the season, these Is Smila playing at centre back?
That's what I was gonna try and figure out because so Taylor Hines, we've got Taylor out as the left back, Emily Fox as
Smila
right
is
back,
playing at centre back.
and Smila is the right center back.
Okay. Interesting.
I can see
by
her
Benny.
and Fox though. I could see her and Fox maybe switching it out, around the 50-minute mark. Because I think Emily Fox can do better overlapping runs than Smila, but Smila can get in better crosses.
That is very interesting.
All right, so Real Madrid are beating Ajax 2-0. Ajax are the home team. Chelsea Real Sociedad is 2-2. St. Pölten are hosting Juve. Juve are winning 1-0 right now. Wolfsburg beat Inter at home 2-0. Inter had a red card in the first half, second half. I don't remember.
Yeah, Alex, that baffled me a little bit there as well. You're not the only one that baffled. Emily Fox has done really well to clear that, but the ref has obviously called it back for, I think, offside.
Frankfurt PSG. Those I think are two of the powerhouses, you could say, of the Champions League. Oh, are we gonna get a pullback? Not gonna. I think if Ford fell to the ground there, it could have been. You could have called for a penalty.
Yeah.
But because Ford decided to stay on her own 2 feet and not fall to the ground, no pen. Frankfurt PSG is 1-1.
I think the ball was already out before the pullback. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hello.
Give your points of views and how you feel.
Oh, damn it. Chelsea scored again.
What?
3-2. So they made a 65th minute substitution. Naomi Grima off, Lucy Bronze on, and then they scored in the 67th. Melvin Mallard with the goal. Still a lot of game left to play in that one. There's 22 minutes plus stoppage. And there have been 3 goals in the second half, so you're probably looking at 5 minutes. Three goals plus substitutions, so you probably would be looking at least 5 minutes of stoppage there. I think if Real Sociedad can stay within 1 goal of Chelsea to then play Chelsea at home, I think that could spell trouble for Chelsea. So then the question becomes, if Chelsea are not playing in the Champions League and they're not playing in the Subway Cup and they're only in the FA Cup and the WSL, would you expect Chelsea to jump up further in the WSL standings?
I think it all depends. Chelsea's had an absolute shocker this summer, so they have. And you can see it in the desperation of people they're signing.
Go on, Stina! Oh, right at the keeper.
So as I mean, like I said, compared to what we've done, we've went out and bulked up the team for the whole idea of rotation within the season.
I mean, I think it could very much be a situation that we saw like for Manchester United men last season. When they're playing 1 game a week, all of their attention is then focused on the league. I feel like if that's the case with Chelsea women this season, like all of their focus will be on the WSL. But then if all of the focus is on them in the WSL, and that's the only thing that they're really ending up focusing on until January.
To be honest, but see watching Chelsea, see even in Chelsea's good seasons. Prior, I still stand by my fact that like Prior to last season,
Sonia-
we've seen Chelsea's good seasons.
Sonia,
Chelsea
I don't
haven't
think
been
I don't think
It's
that
the other
Sonia is the
teams that
best
make them
manager
look
for
good.
Chelsea.
And I'm not just saying that in a biased way. I mean, like that, we went a few seasons back when they played Celtic in the Champions League. And on paper, Chelsea should have romped Celtic easy 7 or 8-0. Celtic should have beaten both legs.
I don't think Sonia is the best manager for Chelsea. I mean, it was going to be hard no matter who stepped in after Emma Hayes left. But here we go. Ford cuts the back pass. It doesn't make it to offsides.
Proper iron brew, Alex. That's what that is. Proper iron brew. Maybe we should send some to Catherine and she can try it.
What is it?
Iron brew. It's a
No, but
Scottish drink.
Like, is
You're
it
not
pop?
Scottish if you don't drink iron brew.
I don't know. I don't think Sonia is the best manager for Chelsea. I mean, it almost seems like she's just running these players into the ground, and then the players don't want to play for her. They want to play for Chelsea, but they don't want to play for Sonia.
No, they don't. I think there's an underlying issue there.
And I do still like Manchester City have still only had 2 incoming transfers, and that was Beth Mead and Niamh Charles. They've had a few outgoings plus some retirements.
Yeah,
I think Manchester, and you have a City team who is back in the Champions League. They just won the WSL. You would think that they would have done business like Arsenal have done and wanted to bring in more players to help defend the title and, maybe try and make a run for it and make it to the semifinals of the Champions League. Like, they're not showing that right now. I think
Chelsea staying in the Champions League is going to damper their league movement because I think they don't have the squad depth this season to compete in all competitions the way that they used to. You look at a few seasons back. Was it last season we went to Stamford Bridge? The game we beat them, where we were thinking as fans, holy shit, their bench outmarks ours. And
yeah, I think and they have no one this season. And Arsenal have gone out and they've done some serious business. Like, look at our bench for this game, and it's a friendly. Like 3-3, or Arsenal scored. All right. Lisa with the cross in gets headed out or booted out. Oh my God, Kyra Cooney cross! What are you doing?
What a ball!
Oh,
Yes! Welcome, bloody back, Kyra.
6 minutes.
What a goal!
Right.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice for her. That is so nice. Oh,
All goes out to Kyra, who one touches.
yes, Kyra.
And flies into
What a goal!
top bins, folks.
Charlton defender clears it, and no one round about that ball clears it from there. And Kyra, it finds Kyra just about, I'd say about 10 yards outside the box, and fires it home. Makes it 3-1 to the Arsenal. That was some.
Oh
goal.
damn! 4-2 Chelsea now. Damn.
Oh.
All right, that's gonna get closed now. I'm done looking at that. I mean, for the sake of Chelsea's decline in the WSL, they need to be in the Champions League because it's going to be one of those things where City are going to have to choose, Chelsea are going to have to choose. Do you want to go for the title or do you want to go for the Champions League? Which one are you more realistically going to end up hitting? You're more realistically.
To be honest with you, I don't think they're going to do well in the Champions League this season.
I don't
As
think.
I said,
I think the only good
I
English
just don't
team
think they
that
have the squad depth. And
I
they
think I
have
think the only
players that
good
are clearly
team,
so unhappy.
or the only
I
only
mean,
good
Lucy
English team
Bronze is
that would do well in.
only signed another year's contract, is she not?
Yeah, and I think the only reason that she signed another contract is because she wants to play in the World Cup.
Yeah. She wants to win a World Cup.
I don't think anyone else was interested in signing her, and she wants to play in the World Cup. And I'm sorry, I mean I said this in the Euros last summer. Serena Wiegmann needs to find a out and out replacement for Lucy Bronze because
Just a shame she can't take Emily Fox.
yeah, I'll keep her. Thank you very much. Like you can't be relying on a 33-year-old who is willing to play with a broken foot.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's and you need it in for like the World Cup qualifiers and all of those games. Like you needed to be bringing in someone that could replace Lucy Bronze and actually playing them, not just, oh, well, we now have 6 fullbacks and there's proper coverage for everyone and we can do some like rotating, like
There's no way Maya Letizia covers Lucy Bronze.
Nope.
No way.
I think
Letizia is a whole lot better centre back than
I think you would be looking at Taylor Hines. And I mean, Jess Carter's not lighting it up at Gotham. That's like, yeah, pick me, choose me.
Yeah.
Then you've got Alex Greenwood, who
Kyra driving it forward again. Oh.
I think it should probably be like you've got left back of Alex Greenwood.
But then I don't think Alex Greenwood has long in the England camp either. I think they should be phasing her out as well.
Which then leaves you with Taylor Hines at left back.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to probably do like Lata and Leah as your center back pairing, or Leah and Maya Letizia as your center back pairing, and you need to get that relationship built up even better. We do have a corner coming up here. There's also a sub getting ready to come on.
I think Lisa's going off.
Yeah, Lisa Bond
and here comes my Norwegian queen.
Olivia Smith is on for.
Woo! Freedom Adam's coming on. Freedom Adam, ole, ole, ole.
Ooh,
My favourite. Olivia Smith is on. PFA Young Player of the Year.
Back to back.
Yes.
Oh, I keep on forgetting. You've got England have Esme Morgan as well as a center back option.
Would you bring Esme Morgan to Arsenal?
Yes.
I think Esme going to America and obviously playing at Washington DC, I think it's done her the world of good. Like at Man City, towards obviously leaving, we seen her really struggle. Of course, Esme is one of the ones that obviously tore her ACL as well, and she's had to really fight hard to come back and get to where she is. But I think going to America has definitely done her the world of good. I think, and especially at England camp as well. Again, she's under a good few names that she's picked up very good traits from, and I think if we are going to be looking at bringing in a very young centre, still very young Esme, if we're going to be looking at bringing in a very young centre back, then Esme Morgan would be one that I'd quite like to bring in.
I think just we have a lot of defenders right now.
She doesn't make the Washington DC starting 11, does she though?
She does.
Or does she? Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think people get a little bit. You probably see like the. Hold on.
Taylor took us all one there.
You probably saw like shortly after the summer break had ended and NWSL started back up, that Esme Morgan wasn't starting and wasn't playing. It's like, because I mean I was seeing that on my Twitter feed of like she's not playing, that means that, someone is coming in for her, whether it's Chelsea or Arsenal. No, she's still playing. They Washington Spirit have enough to rotate. Charlton were about to go on a break, but Arsenal got them up. I mean, let's see. There's enough players. Yeah. Well, looking at the foot mob thing, it has Esme Morgan as playing as a right back. I think another one that I wouldn't be terribly upset about, but she's also 27, where Morgan's 25, is Tara Rudd, formerly Tara McCune, center back for the Spirit as well.
Yeah.
She's played at Spirit her entire career, and she
The
gets a
good
couple
thing
goals.
about
and a couple
Esme
assists
Morgan,
in
though,
there.
is she's played in the WSL. I'd rather bring back a player that's
Mhm.
played in the WSL than have a player that's not played in it. So, the only one I could possibly think of that's within, obviously, I mean, the NWSL is Esme, but it's whether Esme is at the point where she wants to come back to, obviously, Europe and play football, or is she happy where she's at the
I-
moment?
This is where I think going to the NWSL and having them be a March to November season, March to late October season, is actually quite nice, because NWSL season ends, and especially with it being a World Cup year, I would think that maybe Esme Morgan wants to move back to England.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read out from. So her last match against the Orlando Pride, Washington Spirit. Washington Spirit lost 1-0 to the Orlando Pride. Esme Morgan played 90 minutes. She had a foot mob rating of 8.0 against a 1-1 draw for Angel City. A 1-1 draw against Angel City. She played 45 minutes. She had a rating of 7.6. North Carolina Courage game. She played 45 minutes. Rating of 5.5. She did receive a yellow card, and I'm trying to see, when did she come on? She came on in the second half, and Washington conceded a late equalizer in the second half, so not really much to do there. Played the full game against San Diego Wave. The Wave won that 1-0. She had a rating of 6.8 against the Royals, which was 3 days before the Wave lost. She played the full 90, 7.7. Washington won that. They won their game against Denver, which was 3 days prior to that, 7.5. I mean, she was on the bench the entire game against Boston. Played the full 90 against Gotham, had a 7.5. Another game against the Courage, full 90 minutes, had a rating of 7.8. And then July 3rd, she was on the bench for that Houston Dash game. So she's not playing. It's not telling me how
she's
many
getting minutes. She's getting decent minutes.
she's getting. All right, see profile. Yeah, it's not telling me how many minutes she's played, but she has played 19 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Hold on.
I don't think Arsenal would go in for her in this window. If anything, I think
it's going to be January.
if Esme is somebody who's on Arsenal's radar, then it will be obviously the December transfer window, which, and I have said it, I don't think Arsenal are in any rush to be going out and getting a centre back.
No, I think that could honestly be like the wave of the future. I don't know how long Steph's extension contract was for, but you've got Katie Reed, who's going to be coming back from injury at
Oh,
what?
lovely,
19?
Olivia. Oh, cutting. Oh, get to the. Get your bloody foot on it.
Katie Reed's what? 19, 20?
Yeah.
So you've got her. I'm going to look it up because it's going to drive me nuts whether she's 19 or 20. 19. Just turned. She'll be 20 in September. So you've got Katie Reed at 20. You've got Spila at 19. You could potentially have Esme Morgan at 25, and then you've got Ona at 25 as well. I think.
No, I think she's 27.
27. Dude, I don't.
Yeah, I think Ona's
She's the
27.
same.
Once Katie comes back, I think we're covered. Yeah, but then
yeah.
I also don't want Katie being rushed back the way Leah, Beth, and when we had Viv. I don't want her being rushed back like them. And I also don't want to run the risk that Leah Williamson will be fully fit for the full season.
Yeah,
So
I think
I'd rather have that. I'd rather have that backup centre back ready to just slot right in and be confident that that they're doing pretty well.
this is where I think like one of the more like shot blocked, no, sorry, shot saved. I think one of the more critical things though
It
is
was
that
Emily Fox this time. Emily Fox with a shot.
she's going out to take this throw in too. For me, I think it would be more critical for Esme Morgan if she is coming, if she does want to come to Arsenal, and if she is going to come to Arsenal, I think it would be more beneficial for the overall team picture
Lovely.
to have her in January than in July 2027.
Mhm.
Give her 6 months to integrate with Arsenal and the Arsenal way. And if we don't need to rush her in, we don't need to rush her in. But
Yeah.
what does happen if come March and we're down 2 center backs?
Yeah.
And
And
you
then,
have
and then
Katie
run a
Reed,
risk of
who has come on.
injuring those two centre backs. Like I'd rather
Like,
not.
what if both Leah and Steph go out in March? You have Lotta and Katie at that point, and I'm gonna guess that by March, Katie Reed hasn't played a full 90 minutes, and you probably don't want her to be playing a full 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you're having to force Emily Fox and Taylor Hines to kind of step in and fill in the replacements there, or Smila, or Smila. But then you would have essentially 4 fullbacks, or sorry, three fullbacks and lots of Moy on the pitch at the same time, which is, I mean, it's kind of what we have right now anyway. But like, do we want that back four? The back four that we have right now: Taylor Hines, Lata Moy, Smila Holmberg, Emily Fox. Do we want that back four come March when we're playing in a Champions League knockout?
No.
Come April when come June 1st when we're playing in the Champions League final. Do we want that to be our back four?
5-2 to Chelsea.
And have Katie Reed be the sole option of bringing on a defensive substitution.
It's 5-2 to Chelsea, by the way.
Well, they are the home team. I mean, I would have expected Chelsea to win, but was I holding out for a little bit of hope that Real Sociedad could do something? So like that's kind of where I'm coming from. If you can bring in a center back who has just finished up a season, a very good season in the NWSL, and bring
Where
them in
is
January.
Washington sitting on the table?
I think they're in the playoff contentions right now.
Yeah.
They are. They're sitting.
The question
second.
I want to ask the chat is: has anybody else noticed that Kate McCabe doesn't play for Arsenal anymore? Like, are we feeling like that was something we let go and it was a bad idea? Like, for me personally, I just I'm not even realizing that player isn't there for us, and that's genuinely not that's genuinely no hate or whatever. But I'm not at the stage of thinking that was a really bad idea that we let her go. Like, I'm not noticing anything.
All right. So Washington Spirit and Portland Thorns are tied on 37 points and 21 games played. There are 9 games left for them to play. They're tied on points, sitting second and third. Gotham are 7 points ahead of them with 44 points. Nine games to go, and I'm not gonna lie, Gotham are looking a little bit sketchy. So, but once because we're in the U.S. and we do playoffs, you have one team that wins
Yeah,
the
it's not
30
like
games,
for a
and
league,
then
is it?
yeah, so it'd kind of be like if the FA Cup was postseason and
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
So 9 games left in the regular season. Looks like Gotham are there to take it
Arsenal
all, but
got
then they'll
another
just go
corner.
into knockoff games. Stina for Cersei.
Yeah. Cersei is off. Very quiet tonight, Stina.
Frustrating is what it is the right answer for that. Frustrating.
Let's see what
There were a couple times in the first half where she could have maybe tried to body her way through the back line just a little bit more to get to the ball that was getting played in. Here we go, corner, cross, headed out by the defender. Only goes as far as Smila, who takes the shot. Oh, goalkeeper makes a little bit of a mess of it. Defender's there to help clear it out, and it goes out for an Arsenal goal.
Smila at the edge of the box.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think happened to Lotte Wibbemoy for her to get those stitches?
Dude, I don't know. I'll have to go back and rewatch. Tim Stillman had put a little video out saying, kind of last time to watch the women play live, they could potentially be playing another behind closed doors friendly. He wasn't entirely sure about that, but he also did list out like, hey, maybe we'll see Frida since we saw her in the training videos, same as Ona Batier. And I thought he said that she might have been coming off of a concussion protocol. And that's why it's not that she like had a calf strain coming from Barcelona to Arsenal.
Who, Ona?
Yeah.
All right, so it wasn't.
So I'll have to go back and rewatch the video, but I thought I heard something about concussion, not contusion. But they sound similar enough that honestly I lose track of it sometimes, of what they are.
So then Ona must have played a game behind closed doors somewhere then.
Or was it not in training?
Unless he's got it in training.
Dude, unless the back of Ona's head nailed Lotte in the eye, giving Lotte the stitches, and then and then she yeah.
Misty, no. Behave.
I kind of stopped keeping track of the shots and the shots on target and all of that, but the second half, I will say the second half does seem a little bit livelier. I mean, we've got Emily Fox taking shots, we've got Smila Holmberg taking shots, Kyra with an absolute rocket.
Yeah, I'm so happy for Kyra.
Yeah,
it's very clear that Kyra has obviously been working through a situation while back at home. She's still kept herself really fit, and of course worked on a few things while she's had to go through what she's went through. Otherwise, I don't think she would have come back and been ready to even start a game or finish a game. So that's nice to see, and I just hope Kyra's doing really well in terms of making sure that people around about her are keeping her sane, and yeah, it's nice to see that she got a goal.
Yeah. I think didn't she come back briefly after the diagnosis, and then she came back, played half a game, and then went back to Australia?
Yeah.
I think I do think that there were some conversations that were had that were just, do you want to be here, or more of like a, can you be here and fully focused for 2 weeks. Or
I think Arsenal did the right thing though. Like,
yeah,
it was the right
I
thing
mean,
to let her obviously go home.
when it gets announced that someone has stage 4 cancer of any kind,
Geraldine should have done better to control that there.
you were on a very limited time frame.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know about you, but if my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, I would probably be taking all of my PTO and be saying, I can't focus and do my job effectively while thinking about all the what ifs and the time, what I could have been doing this, but I was with my mom, but I was working. And I mean, I have the benefit of my mom lives 15 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
Kyra's lives, what, 20 hours? 15
Yeah.
hours away?
Yeah. No, we've had to come on restream tonight because Liam's got a show starting at 9. So we've had to come on to this tonight and let Liam start so that it doesn't overlap, like, in terms of Liam waiting for us to come off.
All right, here we go. Ford. She didn't drive to the goal line. She actually did a
I
little
don't
cut back.
understand why she doesn't do that. I don't know if she doesn't prefer that. She obviously, I think she prefers to cut in.
I mean, I think we saw it a lot last year with a certain other half wanting to be at the 18-yard box corner, which would then force Ford to be driving to the goal line, and we would get frustrated because she was just trying to essentially drive to goal and take a shot instead of drive down there, maybe cut it back and try and get across it. That is one thing that I've noticed so far. Like, okay, yeah, the first game she came in and played as left back, but this game, from what I've seen from her, playing as
lovely little taking goal between Taylor Hines and Geraldine Whiteleather to get a goal.
I think what I'm noticing from the biggest difference from last year, I mean, yes, this is only preseason and she's only been on the pitch for 10, 15 minutes. We aren't getting frustrated with the iconic Holding Hands FC.
And that's exactly why I say I don't. I'm not even realizing that certain person is not there anymore. Because,
I'm realizing that we're playing better football with her not playing as left back.
That ball is just bouncing about that box.
It goes out for a throw-in at the halfway line.
Yeah,
essentially.
It's just bouncing about the box there, asking for someone to just either put their foot right through it or their head right through it.
Oh, dude. Oh, I need to save this video. I need to have it on repeat, folks. I just need a clip of the Kyra goal. That's all. And Georgia's goal, her first goal for Arsenal. Like, how do you score that? I mean, because you absolutely,
that was a tight angle.
Because XG is all that matters and all that counts. I think that would honestly be like an XG of 0.0001.
Yeah.
Because she gets sandwiched. She gets sandwiched between the keeper and the defender.
Yeah, she did.
And she somehow.
She ended up on the floor.
And I think she's already falling down to the floor, and she just takes her foot, and it's just like,
and cubs it.
Yep.
I'd love to see that one close up.
Arsenal did put a clip of it out, but it's from the same angle in which we watched the goal.
Oh, Kyra again takes a shot. Jesus Christ. Right
Do you
from outside
know-
the box, but it has
You
went
know
over the
anyone
bar.
that's sitting in the stands behind the goal? Do we need
She
do we
ha-
need to check on them?
She has just hit poor George, Darren, and Chris.
I was gonna say, like, does George have a bodyguard there, or
No,
is he gonna get called
somebody
ahead
would
and not
just,
know it, not know what's
somebody would
coming?
just tell him to duck. Ah, so they would
Oh my
just
god!
tell him to duck.
Someone tweeted it out. We've got the 19-year-old attacking right back playing center back. Just get us center back, for fuck's sake. They're not wrong. Alright, I'm gonna close this. This is going here. We're gonna throw this on.
Misty, little thumper. Take her on, Olivia. Take it to the byline. Oh, lovely ball in. Oh, if only it just got.
Now there's a
Oh.
foul on Charlton there. Oh my god! I just saw a really bad comment. I'm gonna send it to you on X.
I hate this new password thing on X. Like, just let me get in my messages.
I only have to put mine in like once every 3 weeks. But like this is also like the dark humor that I find.
I'm not going to
absolutely-
even. I'm
No,
not even
like-
going to say.
This is why like this is the dark humor that I find absolutely hilarious. And I'm like, I cannot read this out loud.
I'm not going to say what I said when I found out. That's really bad.
I was
Oh.
I was doing Arsenal men's first game, and the Premier League show on NBC had things that what was happening back in like May of 2001 or just the year 2001. Talking about Coventry's the last time that Coventry were in the Premier League. I mean, you had Shrek. You had Shrek as the all time. Like that was the top movie of the year, and me being an end of the workday, I said something else about 2001. May of 2001. Like, what was there and what's not? I was 2 years and like 2 weeks old when Coventry got relegated on their last Premier League game.
What year?
It was like May 2001. Like it was like May 14th, so I was 2 years 10 days old,
What was
having
that?
no idea what the Premier League is.
What was that in 2001? Like
25 years ago.
I think 11. Surely there's not 11 years between us. No, you're two. You said 2 years. What didn't you?
Yeah.
So 9 years between us.
I feel like that like tracks with my friend.
What age are you?
27?
Jesus Christ, Catherine. Okay.
But I'm older than Austin, so like take what you can get.
You act older than Austin. That's what you do. I have such a baby face. People don't believe me when I say I'm 34.
Yeah, I'd agree. You don't look you look younger than 34.
Yeah, it's amazing when I get asked for ID.
See, it's Apple. All right, so drinking age, drinking alcohol in the U.S. age is 21.
Yeah.
be absolutely hilarious. I could be at dinner with my family. This actually happened for my on my brother's birthday. It was him, his then girlfriend, now wife, then my mom, then me, then my dad. My brother and his girlfriend, they ordered their drinks, and the waitress is like, "Hey, can I see your IDs?" So they show their IDs, and it's like, great. I'm like, I got my wallet down in my lap, kind of underneath the table, and I'm getting ready to pull my ID out. My mom orders her drink. I order my drink. She just goes right over me. Then my dad orders his drink. I'm like, I'm not gonna like say here's my ID, but like, I'm 2 years younger than my brother, and if you're gonna ID some people, ID everyone. It's as simple as that. Like there are more times than not that even now, like I'll go out and order a drink and I won't get carded. Like
Yeah.
because they've now changed it at grocery stores. Like if you were to Caitlin Ford goes to the line, cuts back. Who is that? Blurry 29. Olivia Smith. Oh my God, we love the outside.
At the edge of the box. Jesus Christ. That was lovely. Do you know how to say this that Alex has put up?
Both wee bairns.
Do you know what Burns means?
Little kids.
Yes. Yeah, and that's a northern thing that's said. We wouldn't say it in Scotland. Like certain people in Scotland would say it, but we wouldn't say it in Glasgow. We would say we would say Waynes, just wee Waynes.
So you take out some of the letters.
No, so we wouldn't say Burns. We would say Waynes. Like,
no, but
if I had a child and I was going to pick them up from school, I'd be saying, I'm going to pick my Wayne up.
No, like they've got things posted at like the grocery stores. If you're buying alcohol, we ID you unless you look over 50. It used to be over 40, but now it's an over 50 look. I'm like, I feel like the same should be for restaurants. If you're ordering any alcohol, if you look over 50, then fine. If you look under 50. So apparently, like, if you go by that standards of like half the table being carded and half not, then okay, apparently I look 50.
Well, here it's challenge 25. So if you look under 25, then they'll challenge you. But obviously, our drinking age is 18, which is weird that they would challenge you for 25. You're allowed to drink at 18.
I'm surprised it's not like 30. Hush! All right, here we go. Fox from center circle. She goes out to Lotta. Through pass in to Frida.
Oh! My Norwegian queen. Come on. Yes. My Norwegian queen.
Oh my God. Just sent you an interesting one. All right, let's see.
Yeah, that situation's a bit fucked up there, isn't it?
Yup. All right, so we are at. Oh, dang
it. I wonder what's going on there with that situation. Yeah. I was ready, Alex. I was ready.
You got some sort of notification.
Yeah, that's very odd that situation has happened like that. It's especially very odd of a leaving Gotham as well, like, and basically having them believe
saying that you're
there's
leaving for
back home.
See, but all right, so I'm gonna see if
But
I
why
see
would you
the-
delete your child off social media at the end of the day? That
I
is
think I
still
think
your
it's I think
child.
it's I think it's I think it's a lot of pictures with the two of them, not just the singular.
Yeah.
Um, I saw something interesting. I don't have it saved. If I no, I don't. That was pretty much saying the
And that's full time.
there is so much shady business essentially going on with Gotham. Like, you're only supposed to have an X amount of international players. Like, you get international slots. You can trade other teams for their international slots,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of like doing deferred salaries to maintain staying within the salary cap for the season.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of business between Gotham and Boston this transfer window. Gotham brings in someone new, and then like 2 days later, there is like Gotham bring in Sam Kerr. Well, Esther Gonzalez. Sam replaced Esther, but Esther ended up leaving. But then, um, you know, I'm trying to think of who all they've brought in. Like, Gotham brought in right back, I believe, and then the right back that was there like 2 days later was off to Boston.
Yeah.
And then I think there's been three players that have gone from Gotham to Boston in the last 3 weeks.
It's very.
But it's all about like, can you stay within the salary cap? Which I guess the salary cap you could kind of say would probably be in the 80% of your player set, or 80% of your total revenue for the year. Your salary needs to be 80% of that total,
Yeah.
or whatever it is that the FA
And
is
you were
doing.
saying the other day they're looking to bring that into obviously the WSL, aren't they?
Yeah. I think there's just so much like shadier garbage that's going on in the NWSL. I mean, there was the whole reason why the high impact player rule, the Trinity Rodman rule, got put in place, which allows each team an extra $1 million of salary dedicated to specific players who meet certain criteria. Like, one of them is playing for the U.S. women's national team, being in the top 30 of the Ballon d'Or rankings, being the rookie of the year, being part of the NWSL team of the season. I think they do have on there like winning a major tournament with your country. So your World Cups, Euro, CONCACAF, Olympics. So I think at that, I don't think based off of the criteria that Sam Kerr can be marked as a high impact player role or high impact player, because I don't believe she was part of the top 30 of the Ballon d'Or rankings last season. And she obviously was not part of any of the NWSL teams of the seasons or rookies of the seasons or MVPs. And she doesn't play for the US. So her salary is coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where, but the whole reason that got implemented in the first place is because at the time, the 12 teams, there's now 16, had all of the owners had voted on, do we want to increase the salary cap from say $1 million to $2 million? I don't know what the actual salary cap is right now, but increasing that. It had to be, it was an all or nothing situation. It could not be an 11-1 or a 10-2. It had to be 12-0.
Yeah.
And my regionally
The
low-
NWSL confuses me. Like it confuses the life at me.
My region team, the closest NWSL team to me is Chicago.
Red Star.
Just the Chicago Stars. They dropped the red
Yeah.
a couple years ago. The owners are extremely Dutch, and I mean that in the rudest way ever. They are extremely cheap and want to have as much money line their pockets and not pay the players what they're owed.
They're not really. At one point, they used to be quite a popular team. Sam Kerr used to play for them, did you not? So
Yeah,
they
Sam Kerr,
did have at one point big names, but they just can't fill them in now.
And I think
One
You know,
player that seems to be doing really well in the NWSL at the moment is Chloe Lucas.
Yep, she is lighting it up.
Yeah.
Rafaela
I've
has
been
had
keeping an eye on her for a
extreme.
little bit.
What?
I think I've been keeping an eye on her for a little bit, like just keeping an eye on how she's doing. And I watched a TikTok come up on my FYP page, and it was obviously Galazzo talking about how well Chloe Lucas is doing, and obviously coming back for ACL, and she, as you says, lighting up the stage and doing what she does best. And I think the NWSL is something that suited Chloe Lucas a whole lot better than the WSL. So
I think even Portugal suited her better than the WSL. Rafaela has hit or miss games, and at this point, it's like she's too
but
old to.
Rafaela she's at an age where she should be retiring soon.
Yeah, she's probably holding out for the same reason why Marta hasn't officially retired. Like Marta said, like, yeah, I'm retiring, and then Brazil got the bid for the World Cup, and she's like, okay, yeah, JK, I'm not retiring anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Rafaela is still playing as much as she can.
Still at Orlando Pride.
Yeah. Sandy McIver's has been doing pretty good. I think she came over as the backup. Backup is either pregnant or injured, one of the two, and so she's stepped up. I mean, honestly, I think if Arsenal had gone for Trinity Rodman, I think at this point we would have said that is the biggest waste of money. She has not, for me, and yes, I don't always watch all of the NWSL games, and I'm seeing what I'm seeing is the highlights.
When that was a rumor, I wasn't excited by that rumor when that was like when she was linked to Arsenal.
I was originally excited, but then I'm like, wait. You start looking at it like, okay, she has recurring back issues where she'll be out for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's hit or miss. I mean, the one good thing for her personally is that her boyfriend, fiance, tennis star Ben Shelton, I think he primarily lives in England doing like he stays in England to do a lot of his training rather than doing it in the US for tennis. So I mean, it's just I'm trying to think of like other NWS. There's a couple NWSL players that like I wouldn't be upset if they left the NWSL and went. I'm not saying to Arsenal. I'm not saying to the WSL. Just outside, because
somewhere in Europe.
Because like, and I think especially those like Emma Hayes taking over. Not only for the senior team. I think she is actually doing stuff with the youth teams and with the youth coaches and saying I am not just the coach for the senior team. I want to be involved with the players that you're selecting so that way I know, hey, yeah, Laura's coming through. She's at the under 18 level right now, but she's coming through. She's someone I want to keep an eye on. Like
that's the way Serena does it at England.
And
Serena Begman has control of the youth, how the youth works.
And I think it's the US. I think they end up killing off the stars before they become stars.
Hadris hit the nail on the head there.
Yep.
He has really hit the nail on the head there. Obviously, going back to the Arsenal game a little bit, LG has said that Lisa Byrne should be nailed down as a starter for me. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen enough, and I think most of us have seen enough as well. So, yeah.
I mean, given that Chloe Kelly was out with illness on Sunday, probably still recovering for today. Given that we, the fans, have not seen Chloe Kelly play since April? It almost feels like April at this point.
Yeah.
I'd say Lisa's the starter, and Chloe Kelly, if she wants the starting spot, needs to fight for it. But again, if you go back to what Chloe Kelly was doing for England in the Euros, she was coming in off the bench,
Yeah.
providing that explosiveness off the bench.
I think a
You
lot of
get the
people
Lisa and the
would
Stula
say that
and
Chloe Kelly was an impact player rather than a star. I think
Yeah.
that was the whole reason why we were looking at Chloe Kelly, because she was obviously going to be that. Now I've just pulled up here the Arsenal Women's Chat Show possible starting 11 going into the new season. So anybody in the comments that want to tell our starting 11 apart, fire away. Let us know what your thoughts on it is before we obviously head off for tonight. So yeah, I'd really like to know, LJ, had anybody else that's been in the comments, what you think of the Arsenal Women's Chat Show panel. What you think of that starting 11 going into the new season. Obviously,
And this is with the caveat of assuming full match fitness. This is the starting 11. This is not. Hey, yeah, this is our first 3 weeks of starters, because we know that Daphne is still recovering from injury.
Yeah. So this is basically a tight lineup of what we want to see throughout the season. Starting 11. So yeah. I really want to know your thoughts on it. Catherine, what was your thoughts going through this when I obviously put the polls out on WhatsApp to see?
Hold on, I gotta look back on. I think look at that. I think the front three, I couldn't argue one way or another for anyone else. I think my biggest thing was the midfield. More so because, as much as I love Kimmy Little, and I think she's absolutely fantastic, I have a very strong feeling that this is her last season.
Yeah.
Now with the incoming midfielders that we have brought in, with the existing midfielders, I think it's kind of like that perfect time. And I was debating the most of like, okay, if it's Stanway and Mariona, they're my starters. If Kim Little isn't playing, and if I don't choose Kim Little, who do I put in there? Do I put Kyra? But
Yeah.
Kyra, she doesn't fit that number 6. So then, all right. So then is it Reutler? Reutler is still much more of that attacking front, and then it's like, okay, so if I say Geraldine Reutler over Kim Little, am I then dropping Georgia back into the 6 or Mariona back into the 6? And we both know, based off of last season when we had the double pivot and the double 6s of Mariona and Kim, that does not work. So, because Mariona is such an attacking minded player that she does not sit well sitting that deep. And so then it's like, my only other option would be bringing in Lata Wubben-Moy in for Kim Little, but switching Lata and Leah around. And you would have a center back pairing of Steph and Lata with Leah playing as the 6. That would be like my only other like last resort option. But like that was like my biggest debate.
Again, Leah has played in midfield. Leah was a midfielder before she was a centre back. That's where obviously Leah played in her Arsenal Academy days. It's also where Leah played in her England youth career. But we seen that tried and tested with Serena before the Euros a couple of years back. And Serena had said that Leah had a lot of work to do to try and obviously possibly cement that position if that's where she wanted to be. And Leah herself was like, I'd rather be a centre back. I don't like midfield. Leah, I'm sure, said in an interview somewhere, and I'm sure somebody could probably find it, but I'm sure in an interview she was like, I much prefer centre back because I have an overview of the pitch, I have better control. In midfield, she said she felt like a lost soul. She didn't know what to do with herself. So I really don't think Leah would go in there. But my only concern is when we pulled Kyra Cooney-Cross in to be Kim Little's replacement, Kim Little was an attacking midfielder.
Yep.
And that was the reason Kyra was brought in to be Kimmy Little's replacement, was because at that point Kimmy was still obviously in that attacking role. And of course then we brought in Geraldine, who again, she can play across the whole line of midfield in an attacking role. Geraldine isn't brought in for defensive work. The only person I could possibly think of that, and I would be confident that she would defend to her heart's content in that midfield, is Georgia Stanley.
Yeah. And do we want Georgia Stanley playing as the 6, or do we want her playing as the 8? Or so that was like my only debate. Like, I was immediately like, we'll go tried and true. If we can get Mariona back pushed up further forward, I'll take Mariona in the midfield.
Yeah.
I want Georgia to be starting. And then it was just I did end up voting for Kim Little, but I'm like, if this is her last season, maybe first half of the season we see her playing the first 60 minutes of almost every game, if not the full 90.
Yeah.
The second half of the season, if it is her last season, who is that player that is coming on to replace her? And I still don't think we have an answer for that, like a true answer. We have, it's kind of like fitting a square peg in a round hole. You can force it in and you can make it work.
But that's a good thing about the squad now. Like, you think seasons ago we could probably pick a starting 11 out, no problem, without any doubt. Now we're having a headache, and then bearing in mind, like, we're saying it's a fresh season, you still got Frida Manham in there. As long as Frida Manham's an Arsenal player, she's still a midfielder. Like,
so that I was going to ask that. Like, do you think that Frida could drop back and be defensive, or would you still want to see her as the attacker?
No. Frida's not got defensive work there. Definitely not. And I'm just being brutally honest there. She doesn't. She's not got a defensive bone in her body, I don't think.
Just like how Stina doesn't have a midfield mind in at all.
Yeah. So no, definitely not for Frida. And it's just like that. As much as our midfield is still very little, you look at it and you think, we've only got Georgia Stanley, Kimmy Little, Mariona, Frida, Geraldine Reutler, and
Kyra. Did you say Kyra? There's a whole slew of them.
And Kyra in that midfield. If you look at our defence, right, there's that defence is packed. If you look at our forwards, it's packed. But you look at our midfield, it's very lacking. But there's also major competition in that midfield. And Alex has obviously pointed out as well that he would have probably rather have Lotte Wubben-Moy instead of Steph Catley. Now, it would be interesting to know by Alex why he would rather Lotte Wubben-Moy over Steph Catley, because
I mean, I can kind of see it. If we can get a Leah and Lotte center back pairing, fit and firing, and actually communicating with each other, Steph, you've been great.
But again, I'm going to say it. I think Steph Catley has slipped under the radar. She doesn't get the credit she deserves. Like, you think you're asked to come out of your natural position, which was in left back, to then go into centre back and be so, like, I wouldn't say natural, but she slotted in there pretty well before last season. Like, and I was one of the ones that said right at the very start, I wouldn't be surprised if going forward, Jonas Eidevall sticks with Steph Catley and Leo Williamson centre back. And it did. It went into Renee's era of that centre back pairing. And I genuinely wouldn't put Steph Catley in a really bad position of saying she's poor as a centre back. I don't know what other people are saying that I'm not.
I don't. I mean, I think what Steph Catley has done as a center back is kind of being like that unsung hero that Latu Moy was in the ACL season.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's as I say, I wouldn't want to be Vinny picking that starting 11 come the time the Brighton game comes around. That is just tough, and you've only gone and added to that by adding the players that you've added. But out of our signings that we've made this summer, the three that genuinely should be getting a starting lineup, and that is Stanway, Ona Badgie, and obviously Lisa Bairn. And then of course I think Stina's going to have a very hard time getting on the pitch if Sherky can get herself ahead of the game.
Yeah, gonna be interesting for sure.
So it is. But I'm going to let you go. We're going to finish up there, folks. But it has been awesome for everybody that's been in the chat tonight, and obviously that's watched along with us. So we do really appreciate it, and hopefully you can all obviously go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe over there. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment underneath to anything that we've had a chat about tonight. I don't think Lotta has done much wrong. She's a very intelligent player. I wouldn't say Steph is a bad player by any means, but I just see fewer errors from Lotta. Far paper between them. Yeah, it's again the back line is very tough. But as I say, we could probably go on all night about the different views people have about our lineup. Yeah, so obviously me and Catherine are going to let you go. I'm sure Catherine's a busy lady and she wants to get off and get other things done.
Dinner's next.
I do appreciate you joining me tonight, and hopefully there'll be a few more. I know you're obviously helping Ryan out on the other side as well. We don't want you
he might
splitting
give
yourself
me
in the
for the
middle.
men. He might give me for the men.
Yeah,
And when you go to games.
Yeah. That's obviously going to be a new thing that we're going to do when most of us are at games. There obviously won't be watch-alongs, but the new thing that we're going to try and test out is get mini match day vlogs out on the channel and keep it a little bit different and not just constantly have a watch-along, which will be interesting. And of course, who's been roped in to do those vlogs? Nothing but myself. So
I mean, that is in your name, is it not?
You're very welcome, Alex. Have a good night.
Have a good one, Alex.
So yeah, all that's left to say from me and Catherine is good night, and come on, you Gunners. See you soon.